Veronica, what pop quiz here? What genre is this movie?
It is a space western.
Yeah, I think this is what this is called.
It's the only space western. No, I think there might maybe a couple other ones, but
So, see, I think
sci-fi.
yeah, I was
Broadly sci-fi.
broadly sci-fi, but this maybe takes space western more seriously than any other space western. I think the other two big examples of similar genre movies that people would be familiar with are the original Star Wars trilogy and Guardians of the Galaxy. I think both of those fit similar themes. So this is sci-fi, it's set in the future, there is space travel, but the protagonists are regular humans dealing with regular human problems. We're not talking about some kind of alien race or advanced civilization. And like Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't know, maybe this crosses a middle line. Star Wars is very dramatic. It takes itself pretty seriously, and Guardians of the Galaxy is kind of the opposite end of the spectrum, where it doesn't, well, I'll say it takes itself seriously, but it's meant to be a very funny movie, and the characters are meant to be tremendously amusing, and I think they are. The TV show Firefly and the movie Serenity, I think, kind of walks in between those two. Would you say that's a fair assessment, Veronica?
Yes, although it's also I don't know if I would necessarily put it in between, because in other respects it's like it's very sort of small picture stuff that they're doing for the most part. They're kind of running around doing little things. Versus, I think, Star Wars and Guardians of the Galaxy, it's a much bigger scale of like galactic battles they're fighting. So I don't know. I guess I get the sense when I'm watching it that it's sort of a small screen, like, well, I guess it came from a TV show, but smaller scale, sort of more down to earth representation of the genre. And it's also, when you compare it to those two, there aren't really aliens in Serenity. And even most of the sort of quasi aliens are things that were created by humans. So they're not real aliens, they're sort of like modified humans.
Sure. Yeah, that's a good point about the characters, and maybe this does have to do with the backstory being a TV show. We are very focused on individual people's problems. And some of these problems and concerns and quests, as it were, have sort of galactic implications and connections. But yeah, we really are meant to care about the individual characters in the story.